Hello everyone, this is Dennis Weber. A few years ago, people were laughing at the possibilities of AI, creating two-headed ducks and free-thought people in the very first version of Midjourney. Today, some artists, developers, and other people in creative professions seem a little bit scared of how fast artificial intelligence is developing. People imagine that neural networks would be used by robots and would, for example, shift heavy parts on a factory conveyor. But with such a rapid rate of development, sometimes it is simply impossible to predict what will happen next. One day I was once again looking for a 3D model on stock for my project and came across a neural network that can create high-quality 3D models in just a couple of clicks. I have seen such neural networks before, and the quality of the models left much to be desired. I tried to create such model and was really surprised by the result. Now the model was not just a set of polygons that looks like a reference, but something quite recognizable. Some time ago I was creating music using another neural network and I came up with an idea. And will it be possible to create something like a music video using only the capabilities of existing neural networks? Don't forget to press the like button and subscribe if you like this video format. The goal was to minimize the amount of my work and delegate it to AI. I wanted to use all the neural networks I know, ChatGPT for creating lyrics for a track, location description and other small tasks, Midjourney and Copilot Designer to create references of locations and objects on the stage, Suno to create a music track, Rodin to create 3D models, Mixamo for animations, built-in Blender tools, and Vocal Remover for working with voice and music. Rap and hip-hop are always among the tops of the most popular music trends, so I decided to keep up and choose them. I began with the lyrics. Usually the rapper writes about cool cars, money and tough fate. I decided to remove all unnecessary things and left only the tough fate of a man who talks about his cat. To write a platinum track is not a 5-minute task, so I had to try my best. Suno was great for creating Euro music. I tried several times to create the track I needed, and it did something interesting. For example, it was definitely a hit, but the style was still not exactly what I was looking for. A few more attempts, and I finally got what I wanted. Great figures of speech, a mood of despair, and at the same time the anger that something like this happened.
Yo, Katie, what the deal? You're messing up my vibe. Keep after litter box, you're making me lose my mind. I'm waking up in the morning, step down on the floor, feet hitting a wet spot, now I'm mad for sure.
When I decided on the track, I wanted to visualize the location, at first for myself only, and asked Midjourney to create images of a low-poly scene for me. I didn't really count on the capabilities of a neural network that works with 3D right away, so I assumed that I would have to create each model on stage separately. It's time to decide what the main character of the video will look like. It was difficult to understand from the track what kind of appearance the performer should have, but the voice was more like a woman than a man. I tried to use all the same neural networks, but then I remembered that in Rodin itself you can create images based on a text query and immediately generate 3D models from them. I wanted to get some kind of bright appearance along with a stylish look, and of course she had to look like the owner of the cat, and here she is. The next step is to create animations. All you need is to download the finished model, play the DAS for the outer rigger, and you are done. The second main character of the music video is a cat. The Rodin has strange concepts about cats. Just a few attempts, and here he is, a red-haired bastard who didn't want to learn how to go to the toilet properly. If you put the camera in a certain angle, it won't be so bad. I tried uploading images with an isometric view, but apparently this neural network has not yet succeeded enough in creating such complex models. I wanted my video to look at least approximately like a music video, and for this it was necessary to make the main character sing. I edited the model a bit and added a mouse, and I created the lip movement using shape keys and rearranging one slider. I uploaded an isolated vocal track and with a few clicks create a lip animation based on the audio track. In 3D, skeletal animation is used for the movement of characters. Unfortunately, Mixamo is not yet able to create an animal skeleton, so I had to create it myself. And then I faced a problem which appeared due to the use of AI. When I tried to bind the skeleton to the model, appeared an error which indicates geometry problems, so I asked Rodin to generate a new model, with which everything was already fine. Mixamo even has a separate section with dance animations, and that's exactly what I needed. No more than 8 or 10 animations were enough for the video. It took the most time to create models for the stage. Sometimes AI gave out something like this, and it simply refused to create some objects like piles of garbage. But overall, it did its job well. I created pieces of walls, garbage cans, barrels, tires, and many other small objects that added certain vibe to the scene. By the way, write in the comments how many objects do you think I created for this music video just by myself, and at the end of the video I will tell you about it, and I think you will be very surprised. Neural networks can't work with 3D objects on stage yet, so I had to arrange them myself. I'm sure that in a couple of years, or maybe even earlier, such scenes can be created in 2 clicks in the next new version of the neural network. According to the idea, the location of the video is kind of a ghetto, and in such places, in addition to the gloomy vibe, you can often find interesting graffiti on the walls. I asked Midjourney to draw me some graffiti, which I then added to the stage. I had to create a lot of models using AI. The logic was to generate a picture that I like, generate a 3D model, and if it looked more or less fine, add it to the scene in Blender. I put up windows, added lanterns, gates, an old wrecked car, scattered newspapers, a neon sign in the form of a cat, a trash can, and much more. I think it makes no sense to list all the objects, because you will see them in the video very soon. When I placed the objects on the stage, I began to adjust the light. I added light to windows and lanterns, turned on neon signs, and added several other sources of light. It's time for the most creative part of the whole video, adding animations and setting up cameras. By the way, for the project I created no more than 10 polygons for the entire scene, for planes of windows, graffiti and posters. The neural network did the rest of the work for me. It's really impressive. Unfortunately or fortunately, AI doesn't have its own personal vision. It can take ready-made works and do something similar based on them, and that's all. It's a great advantage of a human being. If you have a favorite musician or artist, you like their creativity and their soul-name spirit, but the neural network doesn't have a spirit which is noticeable. I think that with the help of neural networks it is possible to automate some processes or simplify the work of people, but not completely replace them. I have already dived too deeply into the philosophy of the confrontation between machines and humans, so I don't want to keep you waiting any longer, and will show you a music video that was created using AI, but of course not without my help.
Yo, Kitty, what the deal? Messing up my vibe. Past the litter box, making me lose my mind. I got the fancy setup with the high walls and all, but you still missing the mark. Got me scrubbing the hall. I'm waking up in the morning, step down on the floor, feet hitting a wet spot. Now I'm mad for sure. Got the litter box clean, fresh as it can be, but you acting like it's a tiny target you can't see. Invested in the crystals, the clump in the clay, automatic cleaners. Even tried a new spray, but you still go rogue, making puddles on the side. I'm begging you, kitty, keep it all inside. Got the vet on speed dial, behavior is too. They say it's a mystery, don't know what to do, but I can't keep wiping, mopping every day. Cat, you're my homie, gotta find another way. Yo, kitty, what's the deal? You're messing up my vibe. Peek past the litter box, you're making me lose my mind. I got the fancy setup with the high walls and all, but you're still missing the mark. Got me scrubbing the hall. I even tried the puppy pads, laid them all around, but you still find a way to get it on the ground. Move the box to new spots, quiet and serene, yet you're still missing wide, if you know what I mean. I'm talking to you, kitty, looking in your eyes, trying to understand why you causing these sighs. You got the softest bed, gourmet on your plate, but you keep on with this mess, making my life late. Maybe it's the stress, maybe it's the food, maybe it's just something you do when you're in a mood, but we gotta work it out, find a common path. So I'm not stepping in your pee, this wrath. Yo kitty, what's the deal? You're messing up my vibe. Peek past the litter box, you're making me lose my mind. I got the fancy setup with the high walls and all, but you're still missing the mark. Got me scrubbing the hall. Yo kitty, I love you, you're my ride or die, but we gotta fix this issue or I might just cry. So let's figure this out, get you back on track. No more peeing past the box, that's a straight up fact. Yo kitty, what's the deal? You're messing up my vibe. Peek past the litter box, you're making me lose my mind. I got the fancy setup with the high walls and all, but you're still missing the mark. Got me scrubbing the hall.
I am glad I finished this project, and it was really interesting for me to try to create it only with the help of AI. Write in the comments what do you think about replacing humans with AI. If you liked the video, be sure to press the like button, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel to see the new unique 3D content. There is going to be something really cool here soon.